Hi guys, welcome to A Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. As you can probably tell, I've been a bit bad fettle recently. Following the walk with Adam last week, I come down with a really bad flu. So bad I had to take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off work, which really isn't like me at all. So unfortunately this week I am not up to going camping up in the fells, I'm afraid. I'm still a bit snuffly, still a bit thick in the head in more ways than one. Oh dear. So yeah, I've not fully recovered. So I'm meeting the Bewley brothers and we're going back to a lovely little woodland that we had a cracking camp in about maybe 4 or 5 months ago. We're just on the outskirts of Carlisle near a village called Orton. I'm not going to give the exact location away, but it's a cracking little woodland for a hammock camp. So I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. The rain is forecast about 4 o'clock. We're going to have some heavy downpours. So like I say, I've got here a little bit ahead of schedule and I can already feel a few drops in the air. So rather than waiting for the lads at the car park bit, I'm going to head to the woods and get myself set up. That way, at least when the lads get here, if it is raining, we've got somewhere dry for them to get underneath straight away. The car is parked just at the end of this lonin. So you guys have seen this before, but it is a little while since we've been here. Not a very big walk at all to camp, which to be fair is just what I need. You can see tractor marks on ground there, testament to how much rain we've had recently. Very wet. Yeah, we've had some awful weather recently. Heavy rain, more winds, heavy fog, as you saw last week, although the wind and rain wasn't too bad last week. So yeah, I could either do with winter, just doing one, or coming back properly. None of this mild, wet, windy stuff that we've had recently. It's not a proper winter, man. You know, we've had one snowfall. I can remember as a boy we used to get months of snow. Yeah, seasons are all messed up, aren't they? So yeah, winter, come back or just do one, please. That'd be grand. Coming to the first little turn, not far away from camp now. Last time I walked down here, the autumn leaves had just started to fall. But now they're well down and starting to decay. Yeah, this was just a little beck last time I was here, and it's flowing quite well for what should be just a small beck. Yeah, this tells a story. This is how the winds have been. We've had, like I say, horrendous winds, and it's picking out the weak trees and the dead trees, which will come in handy for a fire later. We are going to have a fire. And the makeshift little lean-to that was stood up last time I was here, he's gone. However, we do have the first signs of spring. Very early signs of spring with the snowdrops coming through. Just into the woodland now, and it looks like we've had the motorbikes through and making the jump. Just as I remember. Yeah, it's a cracking little woodland, this. Absolutely perfect for hammocks. And I'm really pleased I'm ahead of schedule a bit. Like I say, I can still feel the odd spot of rain in the air. So, yeah, I'm going to get my tarp set up and wait for the Bewley brothers to land. Well, the lads have arrived, as you can see in the background. So much for me getting ahead of schedule. Thought I'll bring the DD 4x4 in multicam. Hoid it in the rucksack, got here. Me big long stake pegs that I use for my tarp are in with my other tarp, aren't they? So I phoned Daz. Daz has kindly brought me some pegs, but I managed to get some sticks sprayed in the ground just to get us up and running. We'll have a quick look at my setup and then we'll head over and see the boys. As I've already mentioned, I'm in the DD 4x4 in multicam. You can see the stake that I've made. I've actually left them in and just used it as like a crux point So I've got a bit of backup because we are supposed to get some wind tonight. My standard winter hammock camping setup is the Snugpak tropical hammock with the cocoon, and I've got the OEX Leviathan EV900 inside there. We are forecast to get down to potentially -5 tonight, so even at that temperature I'll be toasty warm. Tactical duck has caught what I've had. He's not a very well duck at all. He can't even quack. If you know, you know. A very welcome return to beer o'clock. I'm going to take it easy tonight with still feeling unwell. But I've also got inside my hip flask some of my dad's homemade sloe gin, which I'm really looking forward to. I've got 4 burgers in there with some cheese, some buns, and the obligatory all-day breakfast for morning. And I've brought my hot water bottle again, loving that in the hammock when it gets cold. Here's the boys, Daz and Andy from the Bewley Brothers. Once again, they're in the usual setups. Daz is in the same tarp as me, DD 4x4 multicam. It's a beautiful tarp, isn't it? And Andy, yours is the 4.5 by 3. So it doesn't get quite as much coverage over the width, but lengthways he's got more than we have. So yeah, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Andy likes the 3 by 4.5, and me and Daz like the 4x4. DD Frontline XL for both these guys. Daz with the Snugpak under blanket.
Me with the DD under blanket.
And Andy's got the DD under blanket. So there you go, you've got 3 different setups there for winter hammock camping. Personally, I love winter hammock camping. It's brilliant. Absolutely love it. Well, I love it all year round, to be fair. But yeah, 3 different setups for you to have a look at. Oh, we've got another tactical duck. So what we're going to do now is we are going to get the chairs set up and have a well-earned beer o'clock and a bit chill before we put the food on. We are allowed a fire here, so we've dug a fire pit. We've got a nice bottom in it of dry wood, and we've got the earth that we've dug out ready to cover it over in the morning. We've got firewood prepped. Wind is picking up, and we've just had our first few spots of rain proper at camp. So yeah, me and the lads have just been sitting chilling, having a few beers and chewing the fat, haven't we, boys? Still not feeling great, I'll be honest, so I'm going to take it easy on the beers, but it is so nice to have had a beer o'clock with the lads, it really is. None of us are cooking on the fire tonight, we're just going to use it for warmth. Like I say, we are forecast down to -5 in the morning. We're all going to be cooking on gas, and I'm so looking forward to my burgers. Right guys, time for another cold one. Oh, I'm enjoying this, I really am. I've decided that I'm going to take it easy on the beer going forward until I get to the Cumbria Way. As you've all seen, the training's going really well. And at New Year, I was 15 stone 3, I weighed myself yesterday and I'm 14 stone 4. So £1 shy of losing a stone since Christmas.
Woohoo! Well done, mate.
Cheers, boys. So yeah, I'm proper chuffed with that for a fat old gadgie. So so yeah, what we're going to do now, me and the boys, we're just going to knock the camera off. We're going to sit and have a few more beers and a few snacks. And I shall bring you back when it's time to get some food on and light the fire. Right guys, this is my 4th burger. Yes, I know, I'm a fat twant, but it's my 4th burger with double cheese on top, and they are good. Got the bun ready to go. Look at that. Turn gas off. Yep, 4th burger with cheese. I know. I'm on a diet, but not tonight. Look at that. Yes, I know. I've had 4 of them. Get in my belly. Kushti Bari. And it's still beer o'clock. As you can hear, it's still raining, so we're hoping for that to go away very soon and we'll get the fire lit. Right, so it's Daz and Andy's turn to get some food on the go. Andy's got some super noodles.
Some spicy noodles.
Spicy noodles. And what's Daz having tonight?
Boiling water for the Bailey's coffee.
Bailey's coffee at the moment.
And I'm just going to whack a steak bacon to warm through. That's
nice and easy, mate.
Enough messing about.
Nice and easy.
I do have a taka dal to fire on top of my noodles when they're done. I'm going to have it like a noodle soup.
Yes, mate. Right, as you can see, camp is going really well. It has cooled down. It's probably around about 5 or 6 Celsius, I reckon. But on the hands, it feels much colder than that. It feels around about freezing, I would say. So, I'm going to let these boys enjoy the food. I'm going to finish my last beer and have some of my dad's home brewed sloe gin, which I'm really looking forward to. Me and the lads have got the fire going and it is providing some lovely heat. The rain stopped, so is the wind, so this is just awesome. So me and the lads are just going to stand here, get some much needed warmth, and then it's time to jump in the hammocks and get some nice sleep time. That's me tucked up in my hammock. It was lovely to get warm by the fire, especially now the wind and the rain has gone. The clouds have cleared, we can see the moon and the stars through the trees, and it was just lovely and peaceful. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a lovely night's kip in the hammock. So we'll definitely see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning everyone. I'm having to be quiet because the other lads are still asleep. But yeah, another good night's sleep in the hammock. Got my coffee ready and I've got breakfast on go too. Yeah, looking forward to this cup of coffee and my all day breakfast as well. Well, that's Daz and Andy up now, so we can make a bit of racket. Well, not so much racket, but you know what I mean. We can talk normally. The moon last night was unreal. I woke up at about 1 o'clock in the morning and I was thinking, which idiot drove in here with his lights on main beam? So got up for a pee and looked out. The moon was just, it was like daylight, man. And we had a lovely sunrise just behind us there. I managed to try and take a few photos, so we'll see how they turn out. If they've turned out well, you'll have already seen them. Yeah, the old Snugpak hammock and cocoon served me well. When I was waking up I was too warm, to be fair. I kept having to unzip and let some heat out. Been up for a little bit now, so I've had my breakfast and my coffee, which went down the treat, and I've made a start on just folding a few things up. Mr. Daz Bewley has got kettle on.
Kettle don't matter there. Can't see out me, that's
Ready for a coffee, mate?
Yes, definitely.
Coffee and brekkie.
And I've got this porridge. That's probably been on about 10 camps.
You haven't managed to have it yet.
I've got a porridge too.
Oh, you got the same one?
Probably the same one, mixed berry flavour.
Protein. Oh, it's bulking season.
I think that one's been on a couple of camps as well.
Bulking season. Yeah, I'll probably maybe have myself another coffee with these lads, and then it's definitely time to think about packing up and getting away home. Yeah, cracking little woodland this. We've made sure the fire's well out, and we're going to cover it over. You won't even know we've had that. Well, unfortunately that's the end of yet another lovely peaceful woodland hammock camp. I'm just about ready to go, and Daz and Andy are about halfway through. I promise you that was a zip. As you can see there, I've got my rubbish bag ready to go with all the cans in it, and that is where we had the fire. So other than it looking like trampled ground, you can't tell that we had a fire there. Another couple of days rainfall and it'll just be blended in completely. So thank you very much for clicking on the video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we all have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad and the Bewley brothers.
Bye.